Hello everyone and welcome back. In this video we're going to create our bomb scene instance. Before we get started, let's address this little bug in the skier script. If we were to play the level 1 scene without first choosing our character sprite would be invisible. We can solve that issue by setting a default character if none was selected. This is only really necessary for testing and developing the game, but it will save some time and head scratching. Add this code to the ready function in the skier script. If global.characterName equals empty string, global.characterName equals Bob. Okay, so we have to create a separate scene for our bomb that will be instanced into the scene. We're going to start by creating another inherited scene. This time we will choose the bomb collectible as the parent. Rename the scene to bomb instance. Now the only thing we have left to do here is add another animation player that's specific to this bomb instance. Let's add an animation player to the scene and rename it to Bomb Annie. Create a new animation called Explode. Set the animation length to 0.8. Select the sprite node and under Animation, Frame, at 0.0, key the default value. Now set the animation timeline to 0.2 and set the frame value to 1, then key. Set the animation timeline to 0.4 and set the frame value to 2, then key. Next, set the animation timeline to 0.6 and set the frame value to 3, then key. Lastly, set the timeline to 0.7 and set the frame value to 4, then key. We're going to animate the scale a bit to make our explosion look a bit more juicy. Let's set the timeline at 0.6 and key the default scale value. Now set the timeline to 0.7 and set the scale to 2 and key. Lastly, set the timeline to 0.8 and then key the scale value at 0. Let's play the animation. Okay, looks cool. We're going to add a custom script to the scene. As we've done before, first copy the script code and detach the existing script. Now, let's add a new one and save it in Scripts, Objects. Clear the default code and paste the previous bomb code. We can remove the onObstacleAreaEntered function entirely, since it won't be used for the bomb instance. Now we're going to add a function that we'll call from our animation player later when we add sounds. Let's type func play bomb sound. And let's comment this next line of code out for now. SoundController.playExplode. And on the next line, we'll add pass so that we can have this as a placeholder function for now. Now back to our Bomb Annie animation player. We're going to call the death timer there. Let's select the Add Track button and then select Call Method Track. Select the death timer node. Now set the animation timeline to 0.5 and right click on the line, then select Insert Key. Select the void start method at the top. We want to make sure that the instanced bombs are removed from the scene, whether they collide with the Yeti or not. So that's why we have to make this extra call to the death timer. Lastly, we're going to call the play bomb sound method from the animation player as well. Insert another method call track, and this time select the bomb instance as the node we're going to animate. Select 0.7 on the timeline and right-click to insert a key. Under Script Methods, you should see the void play bomb sound method. Select it. As you can see, we have lined up the play bomb sound method with the part of the animation that has the explosion. Let's make sure to turn on autoplay for the explode animation. And that's it for our bomb instance scene. If you want to test out the bombs before continuing to write the logic for dropping them manually, simply add another obstacle generator to our level 1 scene and add the bomb instance to it. Make the generator visible in the scene so you'll be able to tell that the bombs generated are the instance version and not the collectible. Okay, now play the scene, and we should see the instanced bombs exploding right after being released. Alright, so we created the bomb that will be instanced into the scene. In the following video, we will add the logic for dropping our bomb.